short while ago, President Trump and Elon Musk were friends, but now they are no longer friends. The Trump-Elon divorce is official, but you know what also has been happening lately? Is Republicans have been amping up this rhetoric about deporting people that they don't like, deporting their political opponents. Representative Andy Ogles is talking about deporting Zoran Mamdani, and guess what? Donald Trump is now considering deporting his former friend Elon Musk. Wow. So a reporter asked Trump, "Are you going to deport Elon Musk?" Trump responds, "We'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is, the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies." And Elon Musk responds with, "So tempting to escalate this. So tempting. But I will refrain for now." First of all, Elon, don't pretend to be some super disciplined guy with a bunch of self-restraint, because you're not that. You already pointed out that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, and you were like, boom, I dropped the bomb. What now? And it's like, you can't pretend to be both kinds of people. You can't pretend to be like, I'm the bigger person. Donald's a big meanie pants, but I'm a bigger person. No, you're both big meanie pantses. You both have a lot of fight in you. You both have fragile egos, and you both love to wrestle. You both are counterpunchers. You get mad when people do anything that could be conceived of as a slight toward you. Now, Trump, this is a really interesting answer because he's not doing the thing where he's like, I'm not going to answer that. You know, remember when Trump was asked if Putin was a dictator and he didn't really answer? This time it's like, you're going to deport Elon Musk? And he's like, we'll look into that. So an affirmative answer that tells us, yes, we will consider deporting Elon Musk. We will consider getting him out of the country forcibly. Now, look, there are a lot of progressives who have talked about, Elon Musk probably should be deported, bringing up, hey, it's questionable as to whether or not he's even here legally. He's a guy from another country who violated the Constitution multiple times with Doge, actually led to multiple deaths from the Doge spending cuts, led to a lot of people losing their jobs in the federal government, might lead to some serious problems with respect to natural disasters and preparedness for them in the future. You never know how much these things can come back to haunt you, how much derailing the government and just destroying any actual effectiveness and efficiency, ironically, how much that could harm you in the long run. So it would be seen as karmic justice for a lot of people, by a lot of people, if Elon Musk were deported, no doubt. I know a lot of people are also like, regardless of their feelings on Elon Musk, they're like, Donald, what the hell? Like, you really? This is the president of the United States just saying this? Yeah, we might have to deport you. But he's like, yeah, no, I said it. He's been kind of throwing his weight around lately, trying to just be as controversial as possible, with him recently saying that Israel and Iran don't know what the F they're doing, just dropping that F-bomb super hard. So, but to be fair, this time he was asked, would you deport Elon Musk? He didn't go out and say it. I am going to deport Elon Musk, which if he said that would be hilarious. That would be something. But yeah, we know that he loves to always try and bait people. Elon Musk is obviously very enraged by this. Do you think that he will deport Elon Musk, though? Do you think that he has a pathway to do so? Do you think that if he doesn't have a pathway to do so, he will still do it? Because we know that Donald Trump does not respect the Constitution. Elon Musk doesn't either. So maybe Donald Trump will give him a taste of his own medicine and be like, yeah, I'm going to violate your due process and deport you. It would be really interesting to see. The chickens would come home to roost hard. Obviously, it would be wrong in the sense that it's a constitutional violation. But what's the saying about leopards eating faces, don't throw stones in a glass house, whatever, all this stuff about, got to be careful not to be a hypocrite, got to be careful not to enjoy other people's suffering, because that suffering could be turned around on you. Elon Musk, the big orange man, is coming to deport you. Maybe not. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Morris the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.